Hey, welcome to the 15th anniversary of Chad's Beer Reviews. First episode, October 11th, 2008. And it is exactly 15 years to the day, and I'm reviewing the exact same beer that I reviewed in that first episode, except it's changed quite a bit since then. So this is good old Newcastle Brown Ale, but if you look at the label, it says it's brewed and bottled by Lagunitas in California and Chicago. I'm not sure which brewery this came out of. 4.7 ABV. Label's basically the same. It still has that blue star on the cap. I pour it into the Chad's Beer Reviews tumbler, which I got about a year after I started the show. And you can see, yep, I mean, that is a brown color. It gets quite a bit of foam there. I'm actually quite surprised. Big, kind of a tan, beige, soapy foam. It has fizzled away, but not completely. Let's give it a smell. Well, I would say it is not quite as sweet and rich as like Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale, which is probably my favorite of the English brown ales. But it does have a slight nutty quality to it. Slight, and I do mean slight, kind of like, caramel or toffee. Smelling this, it smells like it's going to be certainly more sweet than hoppy, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't smell like super rich or anything like that. And because this is brewed in America, it seems to be lacking that. I mean, I think there was always like an English terroir character to the real one. Although Newcastle was bought by Heineken, I think in 2010, and then Heineken bought Lagunitas, I think in 2013. So that's hilarious. So I haven't had this beer in like 9 years, according to my Untappd feed. So let's dive in here. Cheers. Yeah, that is much better than I remembered, and especially much better than I expected. Because I think like Simon at Real Ale Guide and some of the other UK beer tubers have said like this beer is awful. Now it's made by Heineken, but you know what? This is actually pretty good. Yeah, I would say it has like almost like kind of like a soda kind of taste to it. Not that it's like artificial. It's just like. It's lacking, like I said, sorry to sound like a broken record, it's lacking that like rich malt character of like a Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale. But I will say it is slightly nutty, a little caramel, a little toffee. Nothing roasty though, I would say. In fact, I don't even think I would call it like toasty. It's more like, as odd as that sounds, it's more like nutty than toasty. I think there's a little bit of floral hops in here. Maybe slightly earthy. I would not call it spicy. Definitely not citrusy or piney, like oddly enough, this is made in America now. Yeah, it's a nice light sweetness. And again, I haven't had this in a long time, but this is like one of the first beers that turned me on to craft beer. I remember when I was in the Navy, like my ship was in port somewhere. I just remember like going to like a sports bar like on a Saturday and just like watching college football all day and just ordering. Remember when this came in the clear glass bottle? I just remember like drinking bottle after a bottle and like, wow, I didn't know beer this could be this tasty. By the way, the mouthfeel on this is a little thin. I probably put like medium light body. It just doesn't seem like a nice thick rich beer. Carbonation, I'd probably put up moderate. Yeah, moderate. It is super smooth. I actually say it's actually a bit refreshing while it's in the mouth, but it's I don't think anybody went into this thing like as a dessert beer. It is only 4.7 ABV, so it's pretty sessionable. Like as I said, my story, I was drinking this for like hours in a row, and yeah, I feel like I could throw back another one of these right now. But this was the only bottle I saw, so that was just quite a serendipity that I found this like a few days before the 15th anniversary. All right, so the score for the Newcastle Brown Ale, I like it. I will say it's better than I expected, but it is not nearly as good as I remember. I think I'm going to go 3.5, maybe 3.75 on this. By the way, follow me on Instagram and Untappd because I do tweak the reviews, usually a quarter or a half star between now and then. Yeah, this is it's tasty. It's just not like super flavorful. It seems to be lacking a bit of that English terroir character. Although 4.7 ABV is really sessionable, highly drinkable. In fact, I don't even want to go as far as say it's actually a little refreshing for a dark beer. Finishes really clean. Thanks everybody out there for watching for the last 15 years or for the last 15 days or 15 minutes, depending on who you are. So I will see you guys. The next beer review is going to be like a real special beer to celebrate the 15th anniversary. So thanks for watching, especially if you got all the way to the end. You're awesome. I'll see you then. Bye.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.